chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands at me, I make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature zero. I'm the boys, they call me the hero. Heavy then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, go, get on, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, go, get on, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons, the kings, the ghouls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the fogs. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, just to your frames. I walk alone. I see both sides, other titles. You need to grow. I do what you like, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the you'll always want more. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes.
Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And now off to the races down the right side. He will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Ready. 38.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevenson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
The time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Wheeler. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kavanaugh. He finds his man, complete. That's Wheeler. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's underneath to Pierce. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Pierce. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Kavanaugh. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
The quick slant caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off for the touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. And he will find his man on the outside. To throw again on 2nd down. Willis. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. On 1st down, Willis. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. This is caught. It's Woods. And it's a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Willis will try and throw for this. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Kavanaugh going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Titans. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Kavanaugh. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The way things have been going in this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here we go. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kavanaugh, flush to his right. That's complete to Pierce. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Titans. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain...
And this is going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40.
But there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Quez Watkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's got room. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Quickly out wide to Metchie. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Kavanaugh. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Triple 38. Right, 97. Rail, yellow. Smash, red.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Texans! Nico Collins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The final shot before break. Kavanaugh, that's caught. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it, but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Kavanaugh. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On first down, Kavanaugh. He gets it to Cooks. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here's Pierce. Is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mention the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. On first down, Willis. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to Pierce. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Quez Watkins, 30 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Willis to try and throw for it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On 1st and 10, Kavanaugh. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. To throw on second down, Kavanaugh. Touchdown! A 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Willis. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. 2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. 2nd down throw coming by Willis. Going deep here for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 47 yards. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Off the play fake, here's Willis. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Throwing on 1st down. Kavanaugh. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Willis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here. Yeah, because this ball game is over. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Here we go.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From his end zone, Willis got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. Now they can breathe a little easier. Some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not the lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On third down, Kavanaugh. He's going to let it go again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
To throw once more on second and 10. Willis. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now Willis on first and 10. And now here is another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Second down, here's Willis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis. And my goodness, another interception. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Kavanaugh. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On 1st down, Kavanaugh. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 23. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Going deep here for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the